In the heart of our great nation, where the strength of our communities is built upon the foundation of strong and loving families, an urgent crisis is unfolding. Child Protective Services, CPS, an institution designed to safeguard our most vulnerable, has in many cases betrayed its noble mission. Too often, families are torn apart not by neglect or abuse, but by systemic failures and corruption. We can no longer stand idly by as these injustices continue. We are here to give a voice to those who have been isolated, to shine a light on the corruption, and to rally our fellow citizens in this critical fight for justice. Every day, countless families are caught in a web of bureaucracy and abuse of power, their lives disrupted and their bonds shattered. Children, who should be nurtured and protected, are instead placed in situations that can be just as, if not more, harmful than the circumstances from which they were taken. Parents, often bewildered and powerless, face insurmountable odds as they fight to reunite with their children. This is not the America we believe in. We cannot allow these injustices to persist. Our mission is to educate, to inform, and to inspire action. We promise to bring you daily updates on CPS, exposing the truth and fighting for reform. We must remember that the future of our nation depends on the strength and unity of our families. By standing together, we can hold CPS accountable and ensure that it fulfills its true purpose, protecting children and preserving families. This is a fight we must not and will not lose. We are committed to saving our families and securing a brighter future for all. The road ahead is challenging, but with your support, we can make a difference. Together, we will bring hope to those who have lost it and ensure that justice prevails. Let us unite with unwavering resolve and a sense of patriotic duty to safeguard the integrity of our families and the future of our nation. Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
Good evening, everyone. You are watching Turn the Page with Kim Page. I'm your host, Kim Page. Tonight we have a guest who is an advocate himself. He was victimized by Child Protective Services, and he has decided to try to help other parents to not fall victim to the same business, and to try to get some legislation changed so that this is not a issue that falls on our children to have to deal with. So if you would all help me welcome Larry Baker to the show.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey Larry, how are you
I'm
tonight?
really good. Good. I'm on the bus still. I
Doing
hope the
good.
background ain't too disturbing with you. I'm almost at my stop, but I'm on the bus. I'm finna be
Okay,
off at my
okay,
stop.
that's all right. We can handle
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Not a problem. Where are
Okay.
you traveling to tonight, Larry?
I was gonna go to Planet Fitness and work out and do it in the back, but since you said an hour later, I got caught in between buses, so I'm here.
Okay, okay. Well, I appreciate you working with me on the time there. This isn't normally my normal night to do the show. We had a little bit
Okay.
of issue last night and kind of had to work in a time slot tonight. So I appreciate you being flexible.
Okay. No problem.
So, Larry, you have been victimized by Child Protective Services like the rest of us have. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Uh, they came out on 2019, and it was an operation. And a man walked down from behind my sister's house, hopping back in the UPS truck. I told my caseworker, she told the supervisor, and they actually targeted me and my daughters, and they broke us up. I expressed myself to U.S. Supreme Court constantly, and they're still trying to cover this up, but I did turn it into a civil case. But it became a business, and I got three witnesses to do a deposition hearing in the U.S. Supreme Court in D.C. I got a lot of support. I'm bringing my daughters home. So
Yes,
as
sir.
I said now, that's where we at right now. It's a dirty game what they play about us on our children's rights and taking them away. I was with the Republican Kenneth Purcell. We talked about it with Terry Laporte. So it's work in progress for me right now. It's just that as the events was happening to me, what development, what made the circumstances unbelievable. I know for a fact DCFS will cover up stuff and lie, fabricate stories, and not tell the truth. That's what happened to me. And so now as I travel to state to express my case to let everybody know that what's going on in my case. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's a big old deal to help people out. The mom passed away, and they still wouldn't let me get my daughters back. So that's where I'm at
Mm,
now. And
I'm
right
so
now,
sorry to
I'm
hear.
trying to make a bill. Thank you. I'm trying to make a bill right now. No more termination of parents' rights, because it's the part of us fathers and mothers and families when they terminate our parents' rights just from the get go. So that'd be the most possible thing to do. I've been asking a lot of moms around the world, around America, let's get together and do a march over Selma Bridge, Selma, Alabama. So we so far spread it out. And so I know I met Connie online. I know Connie, yeah, she made a bill, the HR bill, advocates being there at every corner appearance for families. She inspired me to make a bill. So I'm asking everybody, let's make a bill about this. There you go. I bet.
Well, that's fantastic, Larry. I know you're doing a lot of good work helping parents and spreading the word what's going on. Now, you said you had spoke with Terry Lapointe, and you got a picture of you and Terry and Kenneth Pascal, Republican representative, House of Representatives for Alabama,
Yeah.
and of course Terry Lapointe, who's a journalist who actually coined the term medical kidnap.
Right.
Um, saw that you met them the other day. Terry's an amazing person. She's a good friend, and Kenneth is a great person to have in Alabama to help us try to change things. So that's really awesome. What kind of things did y'all talk about while you when you met them the other day?
We talked about parenting advocates being there, talking about going back up to DC to express our concern about people dying in the system, mom and dad not getting a proper treatment in DCSSFF, how they just snatch our kids away and they're killing our kids. Moms and dads are dying over termination of parents' rights. Um, we ate dinner at Applebee's. We can talk about how to make a bill, how we can push this through as a Republican, how he gonna handle everything so we can make a successful journey to Washington D.C. Get up the congresswomen in our district and pick the other ones up in other districts so they can look at this as an agenda. That's about it, man.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
one
That's
more other
awesome.
thing. One more thing. They stressed about me and making decisions what stands up for DCSF so we can compete with them as parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know you were talking about earlier. We talked about you're trying to organize a march on Selma.
Yes.
What is what are you doing in that as far as that goes?
I'm putting everything together as I can. I got the right people involved. I went to Moms of America in each state. I'm finna go to Philadelphia, try to raise some money up. I'm finna go to Kansas. Finna on my way to Detroit, Michigan. I'm going to Washington D.C. Robert Stop C. Pearson, Amanda Wallace. Um, me and hold on, it's the noise in the background. So me and Terry McMillan and some other moms and some other moms of America, outreach mom, and trying to get together an organization so we can have a march over there and make a bill. No more termination of parents' lives. Since our immigration birthrights they're messing with, we all are immigrants. They have so much power just determination rights by any means necessary. So we have to combat to control the system so we won't lose our rights. So we have our rights still on the table. So we still, whatever oppress us, our rights still on the table. So we won't lose our children. So when we lose our parents' rights, they become orphans. That's the most thing. We don't know where our kids, they don't know if they living, don't know if they dying. So we make that bill up there, they pass it. That means our service system will still be on the table, and we won't lose our parents' rights. Whatever oppress you, whatever whatever you're going through in life, your service will be there. And we ain't asking for no money. We just want that. We just want our children to have that guarantee that their future will be there with their children, not taken away by the system. And I think a lot of people should really look at the system because they're terminating my parents' rights. Look what you went through, families went through, other advocates. That what made us advocates because the system took all our kids away from us when we finished our services, and they're not giving our kids back to us. And if we just vocal court on that part and bring everybody on there in June, July, it's an underground railroad, 3-day children revival. Some say 30 to 60 to 90 days. We're doing a real sit-in. We want our voices heard. We want action. Just like I said, permanent action on us when somebody die or when y'all want permanent action every other way. So we just all put ourselves together and just we're doing it at a nation at a nation on a higher standard instead of a lower standard where they just look over us. That will be more complete,
You're right.
more setting, and more structure is what we need. We get so spread out here. We focus on we in Bama, we in North Carolina, South Carolina, we're in Portland, Oregon, we're in Frisco, we're everywhere. Parents and fathers and organizations are shooting for we're going for the same thing. We're hitting the congressman up, our governor up, but if we can just put it all together, one great stand, like voters' right when they do it every year, we make a better impact. I got a lot of good feedback. This is what the people want in America. So if we can give them that feedback when we all come together at that one Grand Central Station, and voice our opinion, and we can make a bill out of this. No more termination, right? That means whatever trouble anybody go through, it still be on the table, and we be satisfied. And that's enough structure for us until we come up with a greater structure to go fit that bill. Like I said, she made a bill at age 88, 90 or something. There in advocacy be appointed to us. The Costa is not working. The Costa not in our favor no more. It went government more. A lot of Costa go against the parents.
Hmm.
Um, so we're just trying to eyeball that. No more termination period. Like we take in Costa opinion and say, okay, you say we ain't that good, but leave our rights on the table to go fix the infraction what you saying ain't good. They give you amount of time to get the kids out. So you don't know what the struggle you're going through mentally or physically. Now they hitting us with disability. So everybody had disability in their system, but you still be able to raise your kids. That's why I say no more termination care, right? A lot of people is focusing on that.
Right. So Larry, let me ask you,
Yeah,
you've been trying to organize quite a bit of stuff with parents.
yeah.
One of the issues that some of us have is to get parents involved, to actually get them to want to be part of the protests or be part of the marches or be part of the demonstrations, the rallies that we have. What have you been working on? What's been successful with you to get parents to step up and come join you in these sit-ins or these marches?
Well, we're making money at the same time, though. We're not just screaming and yelling. Um, we having people performing. We having people double dutching. We having people crocheting. We have people expressing their concern more. We just having a lot of people just having grand old fun. The Southern way, people just coming down, just watching on that bridge and eating and enjoying themselves. And then NBC 90 News how we feel about our rights. We have to accept the stuff what we need to do to bring in people. We can sell Girl Scout cookies. We can sell clothes. We can put up stuff where we can actually make a different ad. I'm gonna jump off the bus right now so you can hear me better.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute.
Yep. No
Okay, here
problem,
I
Larry.
go.
That's
I'm
that's
right here now.
fine.
Okay, there you go. All right, you can hear me now. Okay,
All
so
right.
all right now,
I can
so
hear you a little better.
yeah, so as we do that though, we can get more done through everything as we go on with it though. So it's like this is what I mean. Like we can go out and have picnics. You can't. You can if you got creativity and you still garment. A lot of people will put up their signs like Pet Boys, like Trader Joe's, like Big Lot, like Dollar Tree, like Five Guys. They can come out and sponsor us and let them know that it's the woman baby inside what we're protecting of no more termination. Um, so it's like uh, the mall, people coming out to sponsor us, and we trade ideas and sponsoring. Like people go fishing and like boats. We can sell clothes, cars, shoes. That's what attracts people, and it's been attracting people so we can make money. We ain't putting the government in it. We ain't asking Marchadine. We ain't asking the United Way. We're doing it ourselves as people because we care about our children's future. As we focus on that, and people will come out more. Moms will come out more. Dads will come out more. Uh, People on fishing companies will donate, or they will sell their fishing poles. Or people say, okay, I understand you don't have health care. It's just a big fan organization where we just come out as people, as group, as American people, and trade or us. We sell us to each other. That's what brings people out to Selma, Alabama to do this big march. And our kids are very important. This is our future we're talking about. This is American future of tomorrow. When we dead and gone, their rights will still be there. Whatever oppression, whatever anguish, we don't know what's going on in our lives day to day as it is right now because we are advocates. We don't know. Like I might be in Minnesota with Tony Rusco in a government building, and she might have a nervous breakdown, or I might be in Portland, Oregon, or New York, or Chicago, where a woman get a tooth kick in the bank, and she have a nervous breakdown. Now she in the hospital. I gotta do all this work. I'm nervous. So as we sit there and do this, you're there making a difference in our lives now. So we support each other. We've been there. We know who each other is now when we do this.
Right.
Okay, I can reach out to you now. Okay, I'm having a problem with this fella. He's a father, and he's in a Jasper, Bama. Okay, he going to court. Larry, can you be there for me? I'm out. Yeah, I will support you. So now we know each other is. So now we letting the nation, we letting the American government know that we're taking this seriously now. The game is over. You're dying in the system. 6.4 million children is dying in CPS. Child Protective Services not protecting our children while we do the services to get them back home. They ain't doing that. It might be higher now. I don't know the statistics now. So they're dying, and people saying it's a Holocaust system. So we need to buckle down and face fact that this is not working for us. This is not working for our children. As parents do have humps in their road to get their life in order. This is where we take a look at ourselves, look at the American people, and support our children in this movement. I'm done.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
still
And
here, thank you.
about some of the other advocates that you've met and you've formed relationships with doing this, I think that the people that are in my life now, I've got one person that actually I had a relationship with, a friendship or anything before I started
Yeah.
this. Everybody that's in my life now
Okay.
that I consider a friend who I can call in the middle of the night when I need to cry or I've got a flat tire, every single one of them has been victimized by CPS. I have noticed that these
Right.
people have absolute hearts of gold. They will take their shirt off their back and give it to you to be able to help you out because they understand the position that you're in. They know what it feels like to hurt the way you're hurting, and they just want to embrace you somehow and help you.
Right. Thank you. They do that, but we need to do it as together. Let's get
Yep.
together. Uh, the time is now for it. If we wait too long, we'll miss our bus. We'll miss our calling. We miss what the tools and the knowledge we have put together over time. Over time, of course, we have people wanting to get this together for so long, and our time is now. Look, they're messing like immigrants' birthrights and everything. This is very important for our children's future coming up. What they do with the constitutional um, lobbies and congressmen, Republican, Democrats is messing with our children's future now, and this is very important that we get it together.
Yes, it is. It's very important. We've got, now is the time. We have a president that's in office now that's actually willing to listen to the people.
Right,
He's willing to try to do some of the things that are needed to fix this
right,
country. Love him or hate him, he's not a politician and he's actually out there to fix the business that
right.
is the United States.
That's right,
And so I think we have a very big chance at this point during these 4 years that Trump is going to be in office to
right,
actually change things. He's listening. RFK's listening. We've got the Doge that's going in and they're looking into everything. I
right,
know that the Social Security Fund is going to be something that if they haven't already looked into it, they will be looking into it.
right,
So I think that we have a very big opportunity here, but parents they've got to stop being scared. I mean, if your children have been taken, if your rights have been terminated, what
right.
else do you have to lose except fight like hell to get them back?
That's what we're doing is fighting like hell to get them back and staying the march and demonstrating all together. That make the world everybody NBC Nightly News, Good Morning America, your local channel station saying, look at them marching on this bridge. Look at them here for 30 to 60, 90 days. We want some answers, we want them done. So our moms and dads have committed suicide. They're hanging themselves. Where's my kids at? What I do to want to lose my parental rights? And kids are killing themselves in the system. Separation with kids called low self-esteem. My mama and daddy don't love me no more. So why am I living for? Make them scar themselves, cut themselves with knives, take drugs, hang around the wrong people, get raped and abused, and young men beating up on women, and girls doing stuff with defining their body. We don't want that. This is America. We trying to nurture our country, nurture our community, and build better children, better young men, and keep our family bond going on here in America. This is just a way of they're defeating us as the family American people survive to go on next forward to the next generation. We want to make sure our generation have the technology, the tools, and the preparation to go against what we have to face in the next generation above and beyond. Our future is unwritten. So we want to make sure our future is safe and secure with our kids, not telling their parents' rights. No matter what government, public, and department look at us, and no one what ills you, our rights are still there. We hear them as a unit. We can rely on each other and push forward, knowing that our kids don't have to fight this battle and just take care of this battle now. No more termination of parents' rights.
Exactly. That's
Right.
that's what needs to happen. It's just
Yeah.
it's so sad that so many people misunderstood or misunderstand what CPS actually does, and they're so brainwashed to believe that they actually protect children.
The one
And
thing when I
what do you
hear
do when you
the the one thing what I hear from every family member, every person who I drive by, is the Holocaust system. What do you think about? Is it a Holocaust
Mhm.
system to you? Do you look at it as a
Yeah,
Holocaust system?
you're right.
Well, let's go find out. If it's a
Absolutely.
Holocaust. We have every verdict, and they say it's a Holocaust and Holocaust system, Holocaust and Holocaust system. So, the Holocaust system, we need to get experts in Selma, Alabama, and explain what Holocaust means. If it's a Holocaust system, then that means it's destroying us and weakening us, where that we have no recollection of family values. We lost family values. We lost the support for each other to make sure our kids reach that next future. That means colleges are all wasted up. That means grammar school, T410K, K9, K12, Head Start don't work for us because it's a Holocaust system. We're growing our kids up and they're taking them out that picture, that succulent lecture of growing up in America, of defending our country, of becoming American people for our future and our kids are gone. So we need that. And DCSF it's a triangle figure for us. Some parents deserve to get their kids taken away and get reprimanded and get the right tools to raise your kids and give you unification. But they're taking your kids back and not giving them back. Some parents just get caught up in
Yep.
the midstream and they're not bad parents. They're just caught up in the midstream. And some parents are good, they still get their kids back
Mhm.
because father, husband, divorce, argument, neighbors call, boom. And first thing CPS do when they get called out, first thing on their mind, this house is not stable. We need to remove the kids. You could be a doctor, firefighter, police officer,
Yep.
army fighter. You could be a good mom and a dad. And first thing in the mind, taking away the kids. That's the first thing they do. And it became a business anyway. Kids, money. It became a multi-million-dollar business. And we finally get our kids back. Government getting our kids back. We're taking our kids away for no reason. We fixed our structure. You fixed what you gave us. You told us to do these services. We did it, but you're still not giving our kids back. You're prolonging it and coming up with any other excuse before you let them go. Then you don't want to let them go because time and that factor and that gap, with that, you don't know what's going on in your life. You don't know if you at the store shopping. You just don't know what's going on. You so focused on getting your kids back. You don't know what argument or any, how can I say it, any grief will go through your life dealing with people around you, around your circle. You got
Mhm.
to stay focused. You got to stay hungry. You got to want it more. You want your kids back by any means necessary. It's like my chicken came home to roost with DCF. And when the first girl, Ellen Wilson, was really beat up back in the 1800s when the psyche group came in, that was, and it's still hurting them. They still hurting our children. Now they're killing our children. Now they're taking dope and drugs. CPS is there for a structure though, but the structure is not working for the American people in our communities, and we need to change the structure. It's not here for us no more.
Larry, you made a statement that they're taking our children for no
Yeah,
reason, and yes, they are. They're not taking our children because they need to take our children because our children need to be removed from us. But they're taking our children. They do have a reason. It's the financial reason. I actually had a guest on a couple of weeks ago, um, who informed me she's got a friend that works for Alabama DHR,
yes, ma'am.
and this friend actually told her that for every child that she gets adopted, she gets a bonus of
Right.
$5,000. Now we know that CPS gets bonuses, but this is the caseworker herself gets a bonus of $5,000 for every child that she has adopted by
Yes,
strangers.
they do. Uh, it's a business. Uh,
It
it's a
is.
big time multi-dollar business, and we're trying to get our kids back from that business. Um, children,
Mm-hmm.
money, money, children. If I could get 4 children within a month, adopt them out, I got my bonus. That's my Christmas bonus. I'm gonna send my
Yeah.
kids to
Yep.
Florida or Miami or go to Portland, Oregon. I can go out of the country because I did my job. So that's how it is. I'm gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cover up stuff. I'm gonna forge stuff. I'm gonna do all this stuff to get that kid. And but one thing we forgetting as advocates, every judge, every every um prosecution, every pastor, every your lawyer sign off on this. But when they find out it's
Yep.
wrong, these are breach of contract or unification of your children. These are silver is broken.
Yep.
And we don't focus on the breach of contract part. Contract said, I want my daughters back. And you finish your services, but they don't give it to you though. They still take your kids. Oh, because you're not gonna get paid. I'm gonna find all your relatives. Just because you come from the same family, that doesn't mean your family gonna take care of your kids. I mean they will take care. They're gonna make it, oh well, they ain't suitable enough. Oh no, they can't do that. So they're gonna keep your kids. So that's where no more termination parents' rights come involved there. Whatever oppress you, whatever dire straits you in. Okay, but it's a multi-million-dollar business. It's been here. It's been blowing up every day, every year. It's been blowing up. Now, all of us advocates from Portland, Oregon, all the way around, we're looking at the facts now of it. We're seeing the whole journalism of it, of how it hurts us, how we commit suicide, how much money is being spent, how much DCSF workers come to you and say, "Look, I'm a worker. I got a bonus for doing this. So how can I stop the bleeding to help y'all so y'all won't kill yourself?" So what is the main focus goal of us to not lose our children and all that? No more termination of parents' rights. That's the block part right there. We ain't losing our children. We got our services still. Finish our service, bring our kids home. More kids you bring home, less bonuses will come. Now you hurting them, they paycheck. That's their bonuses they want. But we gotta start our fighting our battle now though. Sorry, our kids are more important than paycheck and money.
Yep.
So we gotta start now, we gotta do it now, we gotta get the camera down to once and bridge and let the world know that we're here. Because you travel like I do. You talk to a lot of advocates online, you got shows, you're doing your shows, you talk to almost a million people a day or 1,000 people a day. So you understand from here. If you're grasping, we're succeeding. Now let's put it together as a whole.
Right.
Let's express ourselves as a unit. Let's make some money while we do. We can cook. We can have fun. Um, we can play hacky sack. We can have bunny hop. We can play volleyball, and we're interacting with each other. People want that, and we can make some money at the same time. We're making money with each other, and like donate cars that can tax right off. Body product. You got a lot of church organizations on body part, on cars, old frame cars. People got skills in accessory, hemming up clothes, selling shoes, jewelry, necklaces. Um, that's what it's all about, having fun with each other, expressing ourselves, letting the government know, hey, we are not satisfied people, and this is how we're going to react to make our own dollars and express ourselves to your government. I know we, marching is marching. You also do that. Let's have some fun marching and bring in fans, bring in clientele, bring in people who got issues. And the ones who got a voice are protecting our babies for our most performers, protecting our babies' future. Um, because woman is America. Woman is nation. Man's our seed. We push the seed to make a nation. So American nation is woman. Y'all give birth. Y'all the nation. We plant the seeds into to our nation to give birth so we can have America. Now we planting the seeds, so now they're ripping away from us. DCF is killing our seeds now, so our nation, so they can't have America no more. Uh, this is America, home of the brave, home of the free. You should be able to raise your kids any type of way you want to by law, but we got to stay in that structure to keep them out of. You want
Yes.
DCF out your life. They're there for a reason. They're put there for a reason, but we got to have more control, more power to do so as we can. 14th Amendment right, due process interferes with family and child relationships. Um, that's what it goes through. There's a crime committed in the system where we don't. I don't know.
Oh, we lost Larry. What happened there? Not sure what happened. Let's see if we can get him back. I'm not sure what happened there. Vinny, do we know what's going on? Okay. Vinny's gonna see if he can get him back. I'm gonna see if I can get him back. Message him real quick.
He dropped off, like he all of a sudden like dropped completely. So
Yeah, I heard like it sounded like somebody turned the radio on in the background, and then all of a
yep.
sudden he was gone. That's odd. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get him back. Well, while we wait to see if we can get him back, um, we'll talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about like I do every night. We'll just go ahead and touch on it a little bit early about there's, as Larry was saying, there's so many parents who take their own lives. They suffer from depression. They suffer from serious mental illness, PTSD, CPTSD, from the trauma that they experience related to their children being removed. Children also go through those traumas, and we want to be able to help our children when they come home to be able to process the things that they've been through. The only way that we're going to be able to do that is for us to stay strong and for us to be able to push through all the hell that we've been put through so that we can be there for our children. And we don't want anybody to have to ask us to tell their children what happened, to clarify things for their kids. We want to be able to see y'all tell your children yourself what happened. Tell them the truth. We want you to be able to provide the documentation to prove that CPS lied about you and destroyed your family because of money. We want you to be able to do that for your children. Your children need you to be able to do that. So, as I say, at the end of every show, if there is somebody that needs to talk, if you feel like you can't go on any longer, call me, call Vinny, call Darren, Tiffany, call any of us. Get on our messengers. You can call me directly, 205-602-5946. I will help you in any way I can. Vinny will, Darren will. We're all here to fight this system, because when our children grow up, because they were in foster care, they're going to be targeted to have their children removed. They're going to be targeted to be the next victimized families. They're going to be the ones that are going to have to stand here and say, hell no, we're not going to let this happen. And, without, without us doing something to fight they're not going to have any platform that they're going to be able to stand on that's going to be strong enough for them to be able to get anywhere. You know, this is Black History Month, and it took quite a while for Blacks to get the right to vote, to be able to be seen as equals, and a lot of people still don't see them as equals. But it took a long time for those people uh, who fought, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, the people that stood up, Rosa Parks, who said, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to take being abused like this. It took a lot for them to be able to get even to the point that they're at now. And the only reason that they're where they're at now is because the men and women, their parents, they fought. They didn't back down. They didn't take, no for an answer. They didn't say, oh, the police are spraying water cannons on me, or they're using pepper spray, or they're hanging us. They didn't let that get them down. They kept pushing forward. For those of you that may not know a lot about history, Martin Luther King Jr. spent quite a bit of time in jail, and he wrote letters from jail. He fought tooth and nail so that his children would be able to have the same rights as someone with my skin color. If we do not start standing up like they did, then we deserve what happened to our families. If we're not willing to get up and fight and do whatever we can to dismantle this system so that we can get our kids back, then we don't deserve to have our kids back. So you've got to get up. You've got to do something. I know that it's depressing. I know that you feel like shit. You want to kill yourself one day and you don't want to get out of bed, but that's not a legacy that you want to leave for your kids. If that's the legacy that you're going to leave for your kids, then stop. Just stop. Don't even let those kids know that you existed, because your kids don't need a parent who let evil win. They need to know that there is the possibility of triumphing over evil, over the devil. Now is the time that we stand up and fight, and we set an example for our children who will be targeted. If your child spent 1 second in foster care, when they have a child, their child, CPS is going to come after their children. I've seen it time and again. Family in Alabama, a school teacher, and at the time of removal, a city police officer, their grandchildren, they had custody of them. CPS removed the grandchildren. It was a set of twins, a boy and a girl, and then a singleton, a girl. These kids went into foster care, and one of the girls was repeatedly raped while in foster care. She was impregnated twice while she was in foster care. Those 2 children she gave birth to while in foster care, Child Protective Services took those children from her. They terminated her rights to those children for no reason other than the fact that she gave birth to them while in foster care. Her and her siblings aged out of the system, and she got married a few years later, and they had a baby. And guess who was right there in her hospital room, beating on the door, taking the baby away from her when she had the baby? CPS. CPS took that baby. She was a foster child. Because she was raised in foster care, there's no way she can be fit. So they went after her and took her baby again. Thankfully, she was able to get that baby back. And thankfully, she was able to keep her other children that she had after that baby. But CPS has continued to target her and her siblings since they've been out of foster care. Her brother he went to Louisiana to do some work on an oil rig and apparently was pulled over, traffic violation. 21 years old. He's already aged out of the system. He's been out of foster care. In Alabama, the age of majority is 19. This young man had been out of foster care for a couple of years. He gets pulled over. He's never been in trouble with the law at all. He gets pulled over and they arrest him. They take him into custody because Alabama Child Protective Services had placed a warrant for his arrest for leaving foster care before his 21st birthday. They will never stop hunting us. They will never stop trying to torment our families unless we stand up and do something. We have got to stop them. We have got to stop them. If you do not start figuring out a way to find the strength to get up and say, I'll be damned if you're going to continue to screw with my family, then you deserve everything that you're getting. And your children deserve everything that they're going to get, that you're teaching them is okay to be done to them. No child deserves what's going on. No child deserves that. But if you are not going to be somebody who they can look up to, if you're not going to be a person who stands for something so that your children can have somebody to look at and go, this is the way things need to be done when our government gets too big for its britches, then you don't need to bitch. You don't need to say a single word. You need to go crawl back in the corner, sit down and shut up and let the rest of us that are going to do it, that are willing to do something. For the rest of you, there's hell that we go through every day. Some days I don't know how I get out of bed. But the one thing that I remember every single day is that I've got two little boys, Hunter Matthew Kirkley. His birthday was Friday. Hunter turned 12 on Friday. I have missed 7 of his birthdays. And Parker Addison Kirkley. My boys were taken by Alabama DHR because I threatened to sue a hospital for medical malpractice. I was arrested multiple times trying to get my kids back. I have got a 1-inch thick FBI file because of everything I've done to fight to get my babies back. I can't get a gun because of my FBI file. Not legally. They have done everything they can to stop me from fighting. Yet here I am. Because those two little boys don't deserve the hell that they've been put through. They don't deserve to be told the lies that they've been told. I've lost my best friend to suicide because of what CPS has done. We can't keep letting these things happen. We need you to get up. We need you to stop letting these bastards scare you. If your children are no longer with you, if your rights have been terminated, you have nothing to lose. So get up. If you can't fight for yourself, fight for your children. Fight for your children's children. Get off of your asses. Join us. Do something. You have a voice. God gave you a voice for a reason. Use it. Use it. I'm going to go ahead and close a little early tonight. But before I do, I'm going to just tell you a couple of the things that I do to keep myself halfway sane. I'm very big into holistic medicine. I use something called GABA, GABA, and St. John's wort. They are amazing for mental health, depression, anxiety. Actually, after Chris killed himself in October of 23, GABA is the only thing that kept me sane at all. In addition to that, I volunteer every way that I can. I, once a week, make a meal for the local warming shelter for the elderly folks in my apartment building. I help parents. I have parents call me, email me, message me every day to help them with their cases. I just put all of my focus and my energy into being productive in some way. Find something. If you aren't quite ready to get out here and be a loudmouth like we are right now, find something to help you push through until you can get there. Don't let them take you. Your babies need you. Your babies need you so much. They're going to need you more when they get out of this hellhole than they did the day that they were born. Because the shit that's been done to them, what's happened to us will never compare to what's happened to those babies. So fight like hell to put yourself on a halfway stable plane so that you can continue to fight for your babies, because they need you and they love you. And I don't care who tells you otherwise, those babies will never forget you. And one day, they're gonna want to know the truth. You're the only one whose truth is gonna matter to them. With that being said, you have watched Turn the Page with Kim Page. Have a good evening.
In a small town under a faded sky lives a woman with a heart so wide. She fights for the lost, the set aside, against a system where shadows hide. She's seen the pain in a child's eyes. Tears fall down unanswered cries. With every case she stands so strong, turning pages, righting all the wrongs. Turn the page, let the truth be told. Shine a light on secrets dark and bold. For the families torn, the children mourn. Turn the page, let their voices mourn. Calls in the dead of night, holds the hands of those who fight, stands tall against the fear and shame. In her heart burns a righteous flame. She'll expose the lies, the hidden schemes, chase injustice in their dreams. For every child